So we've got ourselves the lovely objectives of the Cups. We've got two different ones, which is always interesting. We've got the Saudi Cup and the MLS. Both of them are going to give us the lovely loans of CR7 and Messi in himself. Now, we've got basically 10 matches that we need to win across both of them. So we'll start off with the Saudi. So as you see, we're going to get CR7 as a loan to start with, which is always nice. We have to play 2 matches, win 2 matches, play 5 for a Duran, and also win 5 for a lovely +1 boost. We've seen this across the Serie A, the Bundesliga, and I think La Liga had one as well, where we do get a +1 across everybody. As we see, earn an Evo consumable and receive a +1 boost to all stats and overall +5/5 boost applicable to all Team of the Season players with a max of 94. When we look at, obviously, the MLS, it is play 2, win 2. You then get Acosta and also the exact same boost, which is just another one we can add on. Obviously, we've still got the consumable where you can basically make him into a Team of the Season rather than a Team of the Season Evo. I believe the glitch should still work for players to make him into that 95, but it'd be interesting to see if your Evo's still working that, if you've still got it, obviously. Now, in terms of the 2 different cups then, let's have a look what we've got to do, because there should be 2 that you can do, and they are both match remainings. That's very strange that you've got both of these. Now, they are obviously first 2, and it is first to 2 goals. So you can see at the top there, both of them are the exact same. You got 5 days to do this, but you have 20 games remaining. I know it's got the 57 minutes as a refresh. I don't think they refresh every day. I'm pretty sure 20 is the limit. So you basically need to win 5 out of 20 on both of them, if I am right. I'm hoping it's not 10 out of 20 in both here, so you've got to kind of flex between the 2, but we will see what we can go. Obviously, there is a couple of different requirements for both. Both of them are first 2, as it says, join the Team of the Season, Saudi Cup, complete the first 2 goals in this live cup. That's going to be both. If obviously it's 1-0 and you just get to the 90th minute, that will just carry on as normal. Like, it'll be just you've won. Then we've got these squad requirements. We've got max 93 for both, no bronze players, but we do need the difference between 2 Saudi or 2 MLS in the 2 different cups, and 2 Portuguese and 2 Argentinian. Now, we can't have any 95s, so is that my team? I don't know what that team's for. Oh, that was for the objective, of course. So if we was to go, and let's just go ahead and change it, we'll just call it whatever, just because I know I got censored words everywhere. So it's a no 95s or above, but it's a max 93, so you should be fine with this. What I would suggest is obviously work on your Saudi and Portuguese straight away. Get them in the team and you can kind of work around that. To be honest, with it being 93 rated, you should be pretty golden. Now, obviously, CR7 is going to be the perfect start for me there. And then we'll obviously go with someone like Neymar, just to add a different level to it there. So that's going to be nice and easy for the 2 Saudi. Obviously, they can be on the bench as well if you didn't want them on the pitch. It is on the starting 11 and subs. So what you could do is, if you've got a base team already, so for instance, if I just whack in the team that I normally would go with, so we go Courtois in net, we then do need to have, is there Portuguese on the bench as well? Yeah, so you can even just have the Portuguese on the bench. In fact, so what we can do is if we put the Portuguese player on there now, it means that it won't keep moving them so I can't see their face. So we shall go, in fact, I use it Portuguese. We're going with, we can't go with Vitinha, of course we can't. So we might have to go with Bruno instead. Bruno will work, to be honest. He's 94, so it should be all good. So that's all of the requirements. What I would suggest is, obviously, like I say, get the MLS and the Argentinian players just on the bench as the lowest, to be honest. It doesn't have to be golds. So if we go to the MLS, which is there, if then we went Argentine, you can obviously then go with a Messi, and we go with you. That's going to be the 2 objectives or 2 requirements done on the other side as well. It doesn't matter which one you go for. So then if we go for the normal team I would go for, let's just go that and go right back. We're just basically going to make sure we don't have no 95s. I'm going to stick with Lala just because I am starting to kind of really move him out of it now. And then we will go with a bit of Virgil van Dijk. I still need to Evo him. And then normally the other centre-back, I've kind of been flexing between a few, to be honest. It's Ruben Diaz has always been that kind of shout. But then we have kind of been looking at like a different upgraded player. Obviously, I can't go with any 95s. I'm going to go, you know what, yeah, we'll stick with a bit of Ruben. No, in fact, we'll go with Alexandro just because we have got Lala and see if that works just as fine. We still go Teo, obviously the left-hand side. Right-hand side, we've got to go one further down. Normally it's James, but we could still go with Yamal here, which is going to be fine. It's Valverde that I go with in the middle, but just because we've got the Portuguese, we'll obviously put Hullet next to him. Then, obviously, go across, and then one more striker. We can still go with our Mbappe, which is fine, and that should be the team. And that's a 92 rated team, so even if we wanted to add a little bit of a bench, we most definitely could. Obviously, if you are looking to make it as easy as possible, whack some silvers in just to get a few ratings. You don't obviously need to put all silvers in, as 93 is still very difficult to do. So now what I could do is go like this. We take loans, and in fact we could keep loans on and just look at what 94s we've got to be able to throw in, especially if we've got a couple of loans. Like if we wanted to put a bit of Kaka in, we've obviously got Dalglish that we could throw in as well, and it just adds a different level to it. So we could even go with a Eusebio as the counterpart going on here. So obviously, as you can see, we've got the 91 rated, we've got a few silvers, we've got our Argentinian bench as well. So now if I go there and I go into the MLS, it should be that everything is on the bench as well. Obviously, I need a manager, but both work. And if you don't have the Saudi players as well, maybe you want Neymar on the bench and CR7 still playing, then obviously I could just put another Saudi player on the bench. I've got actually another one there, so that's absolutely fine to do as well. That's all you've got to do. I'm to be honest, I want you to let me know down below, is it conjoined matches? Is it 10 out of 20? Which, to be honest, I could see it actually happening. It does seem a bit fishy that they'd give you so many matches, but regardless, it will be interesting to see how it goes. It is a first to 2, so make sure that you are obviously grinding that out as much as possible, and you get yourselves a little loan at the end and a couple of nice player packs. Nothing too crazy, but enough to grind out. So let me know down below. I'll catch you all for the next one. Peace.